The aliens arrived over New Kyoto Station on a quiet Tuesday morning, and within minutes the skies turned violet under the hum of their crystalline ships. Humanity had met the Vark before, tall, insectoid, shimmering beings who considered humans primitive curiosities. They traded, studied, observed, but never once took humans seriously. Today would change that. In the center of the station's cultural dome, an audience of Vark scholars gathered around a small human exhibit. Their faceted eyes glittered with amusement as they watched a slender object lying on a display stand, a traditional samurai katana. To think, one Vark chittered in its sharp, musical language, translated automatically into English. Humans once fought with metal sticks. Another snickered, its mandibles clacking. No plasma edge, no quantum spine. How did they survive at all? Behind the crowd, 11-year-old Hana Mori tightened her fists. She was small even for her age, with straight black hair and a quiet expression that hid the fire in her chest. She had been allowed to join her mother, an anthropologist, at the station's cultural expo. "Mom," Hana whispered, "they're making fun of the katana." Her mother sighed. "Ignore it, sweetie. They don't understand." But Hana couldn't ignore it. The katana wasn't just a metal stick. It was her great-great-great-grandfather's sword, passed down through generations. Her family had preserved it through wars, evacuations, and the great diaspora into space. It represented discipline, courage, and honor. And the aliens were laughing at it. Hana stepped forward before her mother could stop her. She picked up the katana with both hands, light for its size, perfectly balanced. The Vark stopped chittering and stared. The tallest among them, Scholar Drexel, tilted his head. "Child, that artifact is fragile. Human offspring should not handle sharp objects." Hana exhaled slowly, remembering every lesson her grandfather taught her. "It's not an object," she said firmly. "It's a promise." The aliens looked at each other in confusion. Hana squared her stance. "You think it's useless because it's old. But do you know why humans made swords like this?" She lifted the blade so its edge glinted under the dome lights. "Not because it was the most powerful weapon. But because it taught us something more important, how to be powerful." Some Vark clicked thoughtfully. Others merely looked bored. Scholar Drexel waved a claw. "Show us, then. Demonstrate your lessons." Normally, any human child would have backed down. But Hana felt thousands of ancestors behind her. She nodded once. A security drone hovered nearby, lightweight alloy, hollow projectors, harmless. Hana pointed at it. "May I?" Her mother opened her mouth, but the Vark, curious and slightly amused, gestured in approval. Hana centered herself, inhaled, and moved. She wasn't fast by alien standards. She wasn't strong. She didn't have exoskeleton armor or quantum muscles. But her movements were precise. Efficient. Intentional. In a single fluid arc, she sliced upward, not at the drone's core, but at the exact angle where its hollow emitter met its stabilizer. The drone flickered, spun, and landed neatly at the scholar's feet, still whole but completely disabled. The room fell silent. "That," Hana said calmly, lowering the blade, "is what humans learned. Not how to swing metal. How to understand the world. How to see it clearly. How to strike the right place." The Vark murmured in surprise. Hana continued, voice steady. "Your weapons are strong. Your machines are advanced. But sometimes strength isn't about power." She touched the katana's hilt. "It's about mastery." Scholar Drexel stepped closer, studying the disabled drone. "You perceived the weak point, instantly." Hana shrugged. "Humans practice. For hundreds of years. We train our bodies. Our minds. Our instincts." A smaller Vark approached cautiously. "Human child, do all your offspring learn this discipline? Hannah smiled. Not exactly. But we could. The crowd shifted. Their amusement had vanished, replaced by something new. Respect. Curiosity. Maybe even a hint of fear. Drexel lifted his luminous eyes to her. We misjudged your species. Your metal stick is more than we assumed. It's okay, Hannah said, sheathing the katana. Humans get underestimated a lot. But we always learn. We always adapt. Drexel bowed, an alien gesture, but unmistakably respectful. We will adjust our understanding. Humanity may be formidable. Hannah grinned. HFY, right? The translator paused. Then rendered it as humanity fears nothing. The Vark murmured approval. Hannah's mother stared at her daughter, equal parts proud and stunned. Hannah, she whispered. What made you do that? Hannah looked down at the katana, then back up at the towering aliens. Because if someone laughs at humanity, someone has to remind them who we are. And in that moment, under the violet glow of distant stars, an entire alien species learned the oldest human truth. You can mock our tools. You can underestimate our size. But you should never underestimate a human with a purpose.